at Stanibles on the bed. We took a 0. And we're here with some of our friends. A lot of people went for the shuttle runs. There's a few missing. There's probably 12 people here or so. This is why we're in here today. It's cold and windy and wet out. It's pretty cold out here. Trail's icy and snowy, but we're making our way up the mountain and enjoying the brisk cold.
Enjoying. There are certain definitions of enjoying.
Yeah, it was probably, there's a wind chill, or it's supposed to be around 35-mile-an-hour winds for a while, and then it's gonna die down today. Whoops, it's slippery. Ice crystals, that's so beautiful. The sun's trying to peek out, it's supposed to come out today. And I'm hiking with Chicken and Starfleet up there. Oh, look how absolutely gorgeous that is. You can see the wind blowing, but oh, wow. We made it to the top of the first hump. So we got another really big one. We're only planning on going 6 miles today.
6.
And I am here with Chicken and Starfleet. Rod actually went off trail. He had a overuse injury. Went to the ER yesterday. And he's really not into it too much, especially with the ice and the cold. So he's going to take a few days off and see how he feels. And so I'm hiking with these guys, and well, it's been absolutely beautiful. A little chilly, but the wind's slowing down now and the sun's trying to come out on one side. Wow. Weather makes some interesting patterns in the sky. So pretty. So we're in Indian Gap. We're gonna take a quick break, I think, if we can find a spot out of the wind. And then we got another real big climb. We made it down through the ice and the snow, and we're all in one piece. It's good. And Will's with us right now, hiking too. Wow, look at that mountain. I think we're climbing that. I think that mountain's what, 4,000?
Yeah, it's over 4,000.
Yeah, so this is a big one. You can see all the snow. Might be a cold night tonight. Well, we just found Trail Magic from Boots Off Hostel and Campground in Hampton, Tennessee. Rod and I actually met them down at Amacoa Falls. We were talking to them. So we're climbing Train Mountain, and it is getting very icy again. We're back in winter wonderland. Just had some nice trail magic, but boy, that wind is brutal. We couldn't stay there as long as we wanted to. We had to get out there. Wow, look at this winter wonderland.
That's amazing.
And there's Chicken. Wow.
We'll have to be like, it was worth it.
Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully. Chicken's words. The sad little rhododendrons.
Sad little thing.
We're in one of the tunnels.
Bit of sunshine.
Wow. Again. We're in Train Mountain Summit. Wow, is that beautiful? Those are snow-covered trees there. And you can still see the ice. We're in a very sunny spot, so it's kind of melting a little here, but this is definitely something. Something exciting.
I do it this way, I guess.
That's good. 1.8 in this.
It has been mostly easy terrain, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
And honestly, I think the snow made it a lot easier.
The snow is a lot better than the ice for
Yeah.
sure. We are at Trey Mountain Shelter. There's quite a few of us here tonight, cramming into this little shelter. There's St. Louis. Donna, she doesn't have a trail name. I'm calling her St. Louis. You can see there's some icicles over there. It's kind of chilly, but this is kind of fun. We're having some good company here. Well, we survived the night. We got micro spikes on, saw a nice little sunset this morning, or sunrise, and we're packed up and headed down the mountain. It is slippy today, so we got our micro spikes on, and that's it. Oh, it was 25 degrees last night. At least that was what somebody had on their thermometer, so it was a pretty chilly night, and the wind was blowing all night. Coming into our little tunnel here. Just climbed up a little rise. Very pretty. Our sun came out for a total of 2 minutes, but it was 2 minutes of warming up nice. We've been climbing as evidenced by the snow on the ground and the crunchy ground. Elevation hasn't been as bad today. Well, we just came up a steep one, but it's been a little bit more gradual today so far. Still have the ridges in the background. I think this is kind of cool. I don't know if it's a bird or a bug, but it's pretty neat looking. We're going up a pretty steep one. Here comes Chicken. It's a steepy. Well, made it most of the way up. Steve said maybe 50 more feet. Nice little flat spot here. Pretty good climb. We're all breathing a little heavy, but it's pretty. So it's the end of day 9. We're at Deep Gap Shelter, and it's a pretty nice one. It's got double decker. I'm over in the orange. Up there is where Starfleet and Chicken are sleeping. There's Mosey. So we got some new people all coming in from Unicoi Gap. They're doing some pretty big miles. We got some, the youngsters are catching up to us. So there's going to be quite a few people staying here tonight. And we miss Rod. So we're on day 10. Today's an easy day. We're only planning on doing about 4 miles to Dick's Gap. Rod's going to pick me up there. We're going to take a narrow, and then there's supposed to be some rain coming tomorrow, so watching the forecast. If it's really bad, we may just take a 0 on Sunday and get on trail Monday. We had a pretty good night last night. Deep Gap Shelter, and it was a quiet night. Somebody heard a mouse. My socks showed some mouse holes in, but other than that, it was a really good night, and it was nice to wake up. This morning it was sort of warm. It's in the 40s. Last night it was 40. It was just such a difference from the night before. Everybody's in good spirits today. Half our group is staying on the trail and going to the next shelter. I'm going to wait out the rain there. And the other half of us are getting off today. So we decided to check out the vista. Looks like there's some camping up here. And here is the vista. Very pretty with the clouds.
is Steve saving himself?
In a little green tunnel right now, out of the wind. Feels kind of nice. And we're starting our slate down. Done quite a bit of climbing already today. Who joined us? Yeah, happy trails. Hiked up from the parking lot to meet us. Brought us some trail magic. He is going to shuttle me to the RV. And to Dick's Gap, and there's my shuttle driver and our shuttle. Hey. Socks were a casualty of the mice last night. We didn't see them. We slept pretty good. But yeah, they got my socks. Back on the trail. This is day 11, I think, isn't it? We have a big mountain in front of us. We think we're headed up that one. That's probably going to be one of the bigger climbs today. It's been a beautiful day. Weather's nice. It's probably 40s to 50s. It is probably around 10ish. So we've already had 2+ miles in and did a break. And then we climbed up the rest of the way up this hill. And we're thinking we're going to pass the 4-mile shelter and keep going. So we'll be doing about 11.8, close to 12 miles today. But it's been good. Yesterday, I got off trail. Ron met us. He took me down to the campground. He did my laundry for me while I got a shower and was doing my resupply food and stuff. And so that was really nice. Nice day to have a break. I was entertaining the campground. I was trying to learn the PCT bear hang. I got the technique. I know an idea of what to do. It's just getting it up over the tree. It's nice through here.
Because I'm famous for being a big fat chicken. And my family, I'll be sitting at the edge of a drop-off and they're like, yeah, right.
He's getting some water. So we made it to the Blue Ridge Gap. We have done 73.3 miles plus 8.5 on the approach. And that's how far Kentaden is. So I just had lunch. Got about a 2-mile trudge uphill, but it's not a steep one. Some pretty views over on the ridge there. Kind of a steep descent. But yeah, it's been a good day so far. And we are definitely, hopefully, going to make our 12 miles pretty easy today.
Okay, here's Sharon and Thora crossing the Georgia-North Carolina border.
We are legitimate. Big cred, you guys.
We're not just,
North Carolina, Georgia. North Carolina, Georgia. North Carolina, Georgia. North Carolina! So we're at Bly Gap, and we're now in North Carolina, and we found the tree. The gnarly tree that's in all the photos. Yay! This is no joke. This North Carolina was supposed to be easier. This is steep. Up, we're
I
going.
wanted to make sure you get up that.
So far, North Carolina is kicking our butts. And we have 2 more large rises. It was really steep, but look at that beautiful blue mountain.
I kind of wonder if over that way is the Smokies.
Cool moss here on this tree. What a beautiful view. Muskrat Creek Shelter. Just hanging in there. And we got a pretty full group here. I'm going to sleep in the shelter. I think there's 4 or 5 of us in there, and everybody's finishing and eating.
We got up to the top of spring
And trying to figure out their stuff for the night. It's the first place we actually have to do a bear hang, so we're hoping that the food stays and a bear doesn't take it. There is my first ever PCT bear hang all by myself out in the wild. I think it's day 12. Just left Muskrat Shelter. Rained some last night. It's drizzly today. And it's cold, so we're starting out with rain gear on to see what happens. Right now it seems to have stopped. Look how pretty this is. Thora and I are just chatting away, telling doggy stories. North Carolina, bear management area, but they don't have bear cables. They don't have bear boxes. So we are doing bear hangs. You have to do the PCT hang. No, they're not managing it well for us at all. So we're stopping for a quick break. Steve said we did about 4,800 yesterday. That's why we were so tired yesterday. Today we're only doing about 1,800 elevation gains, so shouldn't be quite as bad, but slower moving today. There's a lot of rocks on the trail and the leaves are wet. Man, it's cold today. Looks like we're getting closer to the top. It's pretty through here. Wow, look at this. Look at those clouds. All the dead trees up here. I thought we were at the top, but it's a false summit. We gotta go up there. Made it to the peak of Standing Indian Mountain. There's a campsite up here, but gosh, it's just so windy. I don't think I would like to stay up here today. We've been walking a ridge for quite a while here. Walking's been easy. Doesn't mean I haven't tripped, but it's a lot easier than some of the walking we've been doing, so I'm kind of enjoying this. Yeah, there's quite a bit of down stuff along the trail in North Carolina. You can see that, I mean, they're really trying to open things up, but we've been doing a lot of going over logs and things. I mean, this is easy through here, but yeah, there's, you know, it is what it is. Can I do so much with a hurricane? But you can see there's a lot of trees down through here.
Does this look like I'm riding a horse?
We're having some fun. This is a cool little grove. This is a tranquil little spot with the water running. Pretty calming.
It's pretty sturdy.
Yeah, it's not bad. Said, wow.
Easy.
Just the boost we needed. The sun came out. Glorious sun. It is the next morning. I think it's day 12, maybe 13.
It's the 11th.
It is day 13, I believe.
Yeah.
Day 14.
And this is Carter Gap. It was windy and cold last night. Even the people in the tent, everybody said they're freezing. We're heading down off the mountain. It's a late start. It's probably around 10-ish. Direction I am hiking from. And look at the pretty view along here. The sun came out. I'm actually feeling warm for the first time in like 5 days on trail. It's a glorious day. Got another half mile or so this way, and we're gonna come out to, it's supposed to be a really beautiful view. And another 5.5 miles or so, we're gonna cross Albert Mountain, and there's a fire tower up there. So some things to look forward to today. How beautiful it is today. Following those white blazes, so cool. This is just so peaceful. I just feel like I'm getting my zen back, the sun. Just feel so comfortable. This is great. The only thing that would make it better is if my husband was with me. But I know he's there waiting for me when I get up trail. Looking forward to seeing him. Look, we found a new wilderness. Just filled up our water bottles with a nice water source here. Coming down.
It's gonna collapse under me or something.
You're fine. Chicken has it. Look at this view.
That is pretty. Oh my goodness.
You're doing great. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And then on the other side, we've got the mountain views. Oh my goodness. This has been a really good day. I'm a happy girl today. See the fire tower. We're getting there. Your way to heaven. The blazes. This is steep. This has been a tough climb. There's Chicken and Starfleet on the tower. Not my thing. Trippy Hippie is a big chicken when it comes to those things. We're at top of Albert Mountain, which is about 5,013 feet. Had a nice little break. Boy, was that a tough climb. It was so hard. We're all like gasping, but we made it up, and it's a beautiful view. Can't imagine people who work here trying to carry water and get stuff up here. but it is pretty. And we are at 99.9 miles on the AT. Made it in, Penguin! And that's how we all looked when we got here. Woo-woo! Just hit the exact 100-mile spot. How exciting! Sunset. We missed doing a marker at the 100, so we did the 102.4, which is at the shelter. That was Chicken and my work. And this is the shelter. I think it's the long gap shelter, but not 100%. It's probably about 10 of us here, I would guess. It's a pretty place. It's a little campfire ring, and the moon's coming up. So we left the shelter about 8:45 today. We've had a couple little obstacles, but they're fun little obstacles like the one we just did. We had a good night to shelter. The temperatures weren't as cold as it's been, so I actually slept really nice and toasty warm instead of shivering a little when we first got in our sleeping bags. We hit the 100 miles yesterday. That was really, really cool. And now we're heading out. We're going to have to do, I think, 7.3 miles from the Long Creek shelter to Winding Gap staircase. And Rod's going to pick us up there. And we're going to have a narrow, which is a partial day off, and a zero tomorrow. And then I think we're going to slack packs. Made it to Rock Gap. Moving pretty good today. It's been pretty easy walking and very enjoyable. We have Lightning there. He's a shuttle driver and has a hostel. And we have some trail magic here. There's hot dogs and coffee. Someone has some coffee. Nice surprise. We're down at the Gap, Rock Gap. So we just left Rock Gap. We had some trail magic from Captain. Had some coffee, and Starfleet had some hot dogs, and then Lightning gave us some apples, and oh boy, Sundriven was there too, and he's from Maine, so he gave us our information. If we need anything when we get up there, he'll help us out. So it was kind of cool. So now we're hiking in, and Rod should be meeting us soon. And we're gonna have some time off. This is the campground Rod and I stayed at the year we went to the beach and there was a hurricane. Nice little water crossing. It's beautiful. No obstacles today. There's Franklin in the valley. We're doing a kind of a nice ridge walk right now. This beautiful little stream here. This is the AT, goes right through the creek. Rod just saw an itty bitty little snake, maybe a garter snake. He missed it.
Garter or a queen, because it was very brown, but I didn't see it.
So we're coming down into Winding Stair Gap. GPU's down there. This is Franklin, North Carolina, and we're excited to get off, and I'm hoping for some pizza. So hungry. Here they come into Winding Gap.